Hi paper lovers, it's Sarah and it's Tuesday and it's time for another terrific Tuesday challenge over on the Scrappy Moms blog. I'll put a link down at the bottom so you can play along. This week the challenge is just a Christmas theme. So anything you want to make Christmas. And I decided to do a home decor project, and you can use any Cricut cartridges you want. And what I've done is I've cut a piece of chipboard, which I use cereal boxes, granola bar boxes, whatever, and I cut it roughly about 6.5 by 10.5, and then I covered it with some paper from the Recollection Sugar Plum line, and this is just red with some snowflakes on it. And I have a lot of Cricut cuts for you. I cut two pieces of snow here, and they are cut at 1.82, and these are from the Paper Doll Dress Up cartridge. And this is just going to go down at the bottom. And I believe this is actually dirt, but I hit all the little tick marks in my gypsy. It makes like little marks all over this, and I think it looks like snow now. At least I'm hoping it does. So I'm just laying those down at the bottom. And then I have a house that I cut from the April Showers cartridge, and it only cuts out in 2 layers, so I had to do some paper piercing. This is cut out at 9 inches, and this polka dotted paper here is from the Die Cuts with a View holiday collection that came out a couple years ago. And then this is just some glitter white paper because I want it to look like there was snow all over the roof. So I had to cut this out separately. And then I cut, let's see, for the windows, I cut out the brown layer and then I hid the little window parts just so it would cut out a solid, and that's how I cut the red pieces behind it, and I just glued the brown on top of that. And then I cut an extra door out because I wanted my house to have a red door. And this is all just this same paper. So there's also a little like part of the house that's really cute. It's like a little extra window that goes up here. And because I was cutting and trying to layer it, I kept messing up and I got really frustrated. So I was like, I'm just nixing that little window. But it'd be cute to have that little window up there. But like I said, I was just getting so frustrated. And I also cut this out of chipboard because it's going to hang off a little bit, and I wanted to make it a little bit more sturdy. Before I adhere it down, I want to add a little brad, and if I was thinking right, I would have hid this little circle part that cuts out in my gypsy so I could add my brad on here because it's a little bit smaller than the hole, but you can barely even see it. You probably won't even notice. Okay, so let me add this brad for my little doorknob, and we'll go ahead and stick down our house. And this, our little house, is going to go a little bit over this way, right about there. Okay, then I have a little snowman that I got from the Snow Friends cartridge, and he is cut at 3.5, and I just cut his layers to match the house and everything. And for his eyes, mouth, and buttons, I just colored him in with a black pen. I did cut his little nose, but everything else was pretty small, and I didn't really feel like messing around. Even for me, it was a little bit too small. I like my small layers, but this project was getting a little bit stressful for me. So our little snowman's going to go right there. Okay, and then I have 2 pieces of fence, and this is also from the Paper Doll Dress Up cartridge. And it is cut at, or they are cut at 1.25. So I'm going to go ahead and stick those down. Grab my zig. After you get everything figured out and cut out, it goes together quickly, but it did take me a while to, kept changing things. Like I first cut the fence out in white, and then I was like, duh, you can't see it because of the snow. So I cut it out in brown, and just silly little things like that. trim off the, I don't know if I'm going to trim it off or leave it. Sometimes I like to leave it. I made a Halloween decor project. Very similar to this one. They had like the haunted spooky house looking thing. And so when I like a style or a design, you know, I might just change it up just for the particular season or occasion. And in fact, I'm using the same sign that I used on my Halloween one. This is from Mini Monsters, and it's cut at 7.25, and it cuts 3 pieces of sign, but I only used 2. And on this one I stamped Merry Christmas, and this is from the Scrappy Mom's Winter Wishes set. And then From Our House to Yours is from the Scrappy Mom's A Holiday to Remember. And I did have to manipulate the white and the brown piece to get the stamp to fit. So like I said, this is cut at 7.25, but I did change the size for the sign. And the white part is 7.75 and the brown layer is 8 inches. So I just hid all this in my gypsy so that it would just cut these 2 pieces, and I changed the size of that. And then they're hanging by some Tim Holtz jump rings. And for my Halloween decor, I cut this out of chipboard also and adhered it. And for some reason my Cricut was acting up and it kept skipping when the mat was going through, so I couldn't get it to cut the chipboard. It was just a mess. I tried it 3 different times and I was like, ugh, I'm done. So it's not going to be as sturdy as I would like it to be, but it's okay. But normally I would have done the chipboard. So I'm going to go ahead and put down some zig on this, and I'm not going to put any adhesive on the sign part because I want that to dangle. Okay, so I'm going to stick this down right about here, and I probably won't have it hang off as much as I normally would because it's just cardstock and not chipboard backed. Alright, so that's that, and you can see those will hang down. Now, I was going to cut some bulbs from my Christmas cheer cartridge and hang them from the house and the fence, but I remembered that like a million years ago I got this light bulb or Christmas bulb trim from Walmart. So I'm going to try to use this on here, and I haven't tried this, so I hope it works. But it's so super cute. I knew I would use it someday. But I'm going to hang some bulbs from the house and the fence. And I think, I'm trying to decide how I'm going to hair it down. I don't know if I'm going to use glue dots or, let's see, I think I might use Glossy Accents. Glossy Accents is a really good adhesive, and my thing is probably clogged. Oh no, it's coming out. So okay. The Glossy Accents did not work, so I had to plug in my glue gun, and I haven't used this in forever, so I'm hoping this will even work. And I don't have much glue. So here we go. Okay, so I'm just going to glue that down. Yeah, this is going to work. Stick that there. Okay, and we'll trim this off. Okay, now I wanted to put some on the fence. So let's see. Just stick a little bit of glue right there. Over here. Okay, now I'm not sure if I want to hang any more. Maybe too much. I don't know. I'm going to wait and see if I want to hang more there. Okay, now to hang my sign, I'm going to grab my Crop-A-Dile. and turn this over, some glue strings, and I'm going to make a hole right about there, and right about here. And then I have some really pretty brown snowflake ribbon from the Celebrate It line from Michaels. And I'm going to stick this through here. Figure out how long I want it. Pull that through. And there's my sign. I'll go ahead and tape that to the back later, but oh my goodness. I think it turned out really cute. Just the little Christmas bulbs. Okay, thanks everybody for watching, and I hope you can play along in the challenge. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.